So, heavy ammo has always been something that's can get on my nerves a little bit in Destiny. You know, don't get me wrong. I love the concept, and I love how it's implemented in some areas of Destiny. Heavy's great in PvE. I love it. It's fun as It's fun as fuck to blow up like giant freaking groups of Thrall and Dregs in a fiery ball of death. That's perfectly fine. Bungie, don't touch that shit. I love it. It's so fun. But it's heavy ammo in PvP that can really grind my gears. In 6v6 and casual pubs, heavy's fun, and it usually does not stay on the battlefield for very long. Sorry, I talk really fast a lot. I don't know. I'm trying to work out of that. Sure, it's frustrating when you're 21 meters from a heavy box and your team picks it up, but then again, it's 6v6 and it's pubs. Who the fuck cares? It's 6v6 pubs. But on the other side of PvP, the more competitive side, the more sweaty side, but it's still pubs, not sweats. Heavy can be really easily abused when you're trying to win, and it can really cause a problem. People are just trying to get into fair gunfights because, as we all know, fair gunfights are fun. Or gunfights aren't fun if the other team just gets a bunch of heavy machine guns and just sprays you down every single time you try to get in a gunfight, because you don't stand a chance against that shit unless you're actually a god. Which, I mean, or they choke really hard. I mean, either one is not likely. It's especially true in Rumble, where all it takes is one heavy brick to get a huge fucking lead, man. It's like in one match I played recently, I was in the lead, and one guy who wasn't far behind me just picked up a heavy brick and steamrolled everyone. And he won the game like he was playing against a bunch of kindergartners. Like, I was just trying to get into fun gunfights and get better at my primary, but he just spraying me down with a machine gun the entire game because, you know, skill, am I right? And, you know, this understandably, it pissed me off a little bit. And honestly, that's what sparked me to make this video. So I'm not going to just complain about shit and not do anything, or not suggest something that can be done about it. Now, I'm not a genius. I don't have the best ideas in the world. But the idea of a casual playlist and a competitive playlist for pubs has been around for quite a while in the Destiny community, and I think that making some changes to a competitive playlist, if it's implemented, besides just ranked matchmaking, whatever, could help the playlist be more competitive than it otherwise would. You might have seen this coming, but I think one change would be to take out heavy ammo. Eliminate heavy ammo completely from the competitive playlist. No heavy is a rule in sweats, and it's a rule that's well deserved to be there and makes 100% sense. And it 100% makes sweats more competitive. Now, I'm not going to suggest Bungie implement the rest of sweat rules, like no max armor rules, or no exotic armor, and no Queenbreaker's bow. That's super hard. That's going to be really hard to enforce in a game like Destiny. But it can't be that hard to implement just no heavy. Just don't make it spawn. It would make the game more competitive, fair, and in my opinion, funner for people trying to try hard who can't sweat at that moment. Or they don't have a team, or they're not in a clan, or whatever. You know? Also, there's an option to wave heavy in trials and like elimination if everyone waves. If everyone in the lobby waves. And I think they should add that feature to other playlists like Skirmish, Salvage, and other 3v3. That's on the more competitive side, because 6v6 is not competitive, so literally no one cares. But 3v3 can be competitive, and I think they should add a waving heavy option as on the side to Skirmish and Salvage and stuff. But like another idea is, before like a game starts, like, you know how like in COD, people can vote on like what map they want to play. First of all, that's a good idea for Destiny, but that's off topic. They could vote on whether heavy spawns. That'd be harder to implement than anything else, and I don't know how well or successful that would be in Destiny. If they made that, like, especially in Rumble or something, if you could vote on that shit, you'd have a lot of those games where someone just picks up heavy and steamrolls the opposition because they have a heavy machine gun and you don't, because that's pretty unfair. And it's not very it's not very competitive. That's pretty much it. Anyway, this is my first like commentary video that I've made. So if you liked it, there's always the thumbs up button down below, and I would hella appreciate it if you fucking slaughtered that shit. And tell me how you feel in the comments, man. Do you agree with me? Disagree? You got any other ideas? Tell me everything, man. I appreciate your existence, and I will see you later. Peace out.